Yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and today we have another PokeMMO catching event to cover. Really nice, pretty beautiful art here. We see a couple different Pokemon eating orange berries with their trainer hanging around. Gotta give it a 9 out of 10. Super solid early game Unova trainer, clearly, with all the early game Pokemon you'll see in that one forest. And his starter, he picked Snivy, so that alone boosts up the points. Let's go ahead and get into the actual details of this catching event, which will be taking place on Sunday the 4th of December 2022 at 1900 UTC, 1400 EST, 1600 BRT, or 2000 CET. If you don't see your time zone listed here, there is a time zone converter supplied in the forum link, which is always linked down below. Now, it's going to be at Lostlorn Forest in Unova. That's that forest. So it's that early game forest in Unova, I believe after Route 1 or 2 or 3, or I know there's a couple early routes in Unova. After one of the early game routes on Channel 1, you don't have to be on Channel 1, but that'll be the socialization channel. You're going to have 1 hour to catch as many Zorua, Snivy, Venipede, and Cottonee as possible. And then 10 minutes after that hour is up to submit one Pokemon, whether it's your best catch or your worst catch, as your entry. The scoring is as usual, total sum of IVs plus species bonus plus nature bonus equals your total score. Now, if that confuses you, or if this is your first catch event, there are two important guides linked for you down in the description below. One is about, basics of catch events, how to enter the event, how to score your Pokemon, and how to submit your Pokemon, and all sorts of stuff like that. The other is how to prepare for a catch event, what Pokeballs you might need, what Pokemon you might need, what utility stuff you might need, etc., etc. But let's continue on. Zorua has a +5 species bonus, Snivy is neutral, Venipede and Cottonee are both -3. There is also a +3 nature bonus for timid, but I would definitely recommend not using a synchronized Pokemon for this, as you're probably going to need to be catching a lot more Pokemon. It's not really worth your time switching between a synchronized Pokemon over to your catching Pokemon. Now, onto the general rules, which are the same for every catch event, so I'm going to run through them kind of quickly. But if you have any questions, check out those guides linked down below, or let me know in the comments down below. To win first place, that's sorted from first to third place, that is from highest to lowest, you have to submit an entry that scores the highest. To win fourth place, you have to submit an entry that scores the lowest. You can only submit one Pokemon as your entry. Players can enter the event with only one account/character. All Pokemon must be caught within the event time and at the event location. All Pokemon must remain unchanged, untrained, and unevolved. Evolved or unevolved forms of the listed Pokemon will not be accepted as a valid entry. You must be the OT of the Pokemon. You must link your entry to any participating staff member via Whisper to submit it. So the staff members for this event are Cosmooth, Austin MMO, and Elizan. It should be pretty easy to find them in global chat saying, hey, taking entries, whisper me your Pokemon. Should be pretty simple. Just right click their name, click whisper, then drag your Pokemon from your party to the little chat box, and a string of numbers should come up. If you do it correctly, then press enter. Keep the Pokemon in your team until results are announced. This is very, very important. If your Pokemon isn't in your party, they literally can't check the stats, so make sure it's there. And then in the event of a tie, the winner is determined by earliest catch time. This happens a lot more often than you would think, so always just try to catch as many Pokemon as quickly as possible. Now, on to the gift Pokemon. Gift Zorua, your choice of nature, 4 moves and 6 selectable IVs plus 1000 RP. Zorua or Zoroark is generally a pretty good NU, but it might have been moved up to UU recently. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't checked in a while, so it might be in UU nowadays. NU, UU, sort of lower tier, decent Pokemon. In NU, it can do pretty well. In UU, it probably struggles a little bit, but it can probably be decent. It's usually a special attacking Pokemon that, if you don't know, Zoroark has the ability Illusion, so it's going to pretend to be, I believe, the last slot Pokemon, or the first slot, or I think it's the last slot Pokemon in your party, so you can trick people out, try to get them to switch around, or make them, confuse them, while you go ahead and set up a Nasty Plot on your Zoroark. That's usually the best strategy. Something like Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Dark Pulse. And then you go some coverage moves. It's only a dark type, so you go some coverage moves like extrasensory or stuff like that. So there's a lot of fun stuff you can do on Zoroark. It can be really annoying, can catch people off guard, get a huge advantage, be a really strong, fast, special attacker, which means you're going to want either timid or modest nature. Usually timid is preferred. Having that speed is super important on this Pokemon because it's quite frail. So being able to move as fast as possible, super important. 4 moves, like I mentioned, something like extrasensory, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, and then Substitute, or some other sort of coverage move there. You can also go mixed technically, or go physical even. Some people do that with like Hone Claws, or it might get Swords Dance, but I don't really recommend it. 6 IVs, you pretty much just want to go 6 times 31. I don't see a reason. You could go 0 attack if you're going a special attack build, if you want to avoid some extra foul play damage, but it probably won't matter, but it's up to you. It totally can depend on your team and everything. Plus 1000 RP, of course. And we all know that the Christmas event is coming up probably on December 25th, most likely. So getting RP now is a really smart thing to do. Second place is going to get 500 RP, and third and fourth place will both get 250. That finally covers all the details for this catch event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If this video was helpful, make sure to leave a quick like on it. It helps me out a ton. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with events like this and see tons of Pokemon information every single day. The Discord link is down below if you want to join a really cool community who cares about this game. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel via YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, etc., etc., links are down below. I appreciate you guys' time. Good luck on the catch event. Catch some cool Pokemon. Peace.